Desperation is great motivation, like, because, you know, the early days our backs were against the wall, like, we're desperate to succeed. Like, as you know, the fear of failure in Ireland is atrocious.
My take on respect would be kind of anybody starting up, respect them and look after them, you know.
And I suppose there's a saying as well, a little knowledge is a dangerous thing, and I suppose we never confess to having that knowledge.
Nobody wanted us in this game, so we had a lot of small battles along the way that we dealt with as we went along, and now they have respect for us and kind of up there with the as good as what's to offer in Ireland at the moment anyway.
I suppose we don't say it about ourselves per se, but it has been said that West Cork Distillers is a distillery for the people, by the people.
Very good people around us, that's the key to success, building a good team around you, you know.
I'd agree with that. If you don't have good people around you, you won't go anywhere, because only so far you can go by yourself.
West Cork is a place, you know, it's got huge heritage, and it's an area that was hit badly by the famine. But because of that, there's a lot of West Cork people living in America, and when they see the West Cork brand, they get excited by it too. I think getting text messages and pictures from people, West Cork people that are travelling abroad, and they see it up in places, and they're so proud of seeing it that they send you texts and images, and I think that's better than seeing it yourself.
A company like this just could not come to the stage today if you were doing it on your own, if you were an individual, because if one fella's down, two fellas are up.
It's the fortunate thing about having three, that there'll always be a majority, you know. So, you know, we do have differences of opinions, but two will always agree on one point.
Like, I suppose everybody's main goal is to get the new distillery finished at the moment. And after that, it'll just move on to the next thing. There'll be more warehouses or up production.
Bringing employment here, I suppose, is the highest accolade you can get, and, you know.
So yeah, if one of my sons, or two sons, walked in the business, to be nice to leave a legacy after me, you know. So I suppose you wouldn't call it a stroke of luck. There's no such thing as luck when it comes to work. You just kind of make your luck, don't you?
Getting text messages and pictures from people, West Cork people that are travelling abroad, and they see it up in places, and they're so proud of seeing it that they send you texts and images, and I think that's better than seeing it yourself.
It's a very astute, savvy business story where two fishermen and a biochemist, one saw the potential for Irish whiskey, particularly Irish whiskey that would be distilled, all the raw materials from West Cork distilled here, giving employment here, but also a very savvy business story in terms of how they've expanded, how they've distilled for other companies, as well as being a great local story here in West Cork.
When you come from such a tight-knit community as West Cork is, you're answerable to people. People who invest are real people. You can't take chances with their money. And so the smaller you are, I think the more answerable you are to the people that believe in you and that trust in you and that put money in you. I mean, to say I'll back you financially, it's massive, you know. It's a really big thing, and I think that with West Cork Distillers you feel really safe in doing that.
I'd say if you're watching to purchase a cask, shop around, make sure you get the best value for money. Try to figure out, is there an exit strategy? I think the exit strategy is very important. It's one thing to have a cask with a considerable value behind it, but you must still find a market for that. And that's what makes West Cork Distillers whisky cask quite unique, in that we offer that exit strategy.
We all know whiskey is expanding. The repertoire that's here tonight, like the feeling amongst everybody, the whole whiskey world is talking about West Cork, and it's just incredible.
I suppose we don't say it about ourselves per se, but it has been said that West Cork Distillers is a distillery for the people, by the people.
Very good people around us. That's the key to success, building a good team around you, you know.
I'd agree with that. If you don't have good people around you, you won't go anywhere. Because only so far you can go by yourself.
Kennedy's Whiskey, born out of passion and dedication in a rural village on the southwest coast of Ireland. This award-winning whiskey is matured in Irish and bourbon cask oak to deliver the fullest of flavours. This is no ordinary whiskey. This is Kennedy's. Handcrafted out of passion. Inspired by the stunning surrounds of southwest Ireland. Loch Hyne. An award-winning spirit that encompasses the beauty of Ireland. Loch Hyne. The spirit of Ireland.